Be me. Known my friend for years. Trained with him, worked with him, drank with him. Thought I was prepared for anything he could throw at me. Was not prepared for his sister, who just arrived from abroad. We walk into his place, he says casually. She's cool, just don't take her seriously. That's when she looks up from the couch and smiles, slowly. Oh, she says, so this is him? Her eyes don't even try to be subtle. They move over me like she's inspecting gym equipment she might borrow later. Straighten my posture instinctively. My friend gestures like he's already tired. This is my sister. Don't start. She ignores him completely. Do you always look like that? She asks me, tilting her head. Or is today a special occasion? Raise an eyebrow. This? Glance down at myself. Pretty standard. She hums. Shame. Why? I was hoping you were trying to impress someone. My friend groans. Please stop. She stands up, walks closer, casually reaches out and taps my arm. Once, firm. Wow, she says thoughtfully. That's real? Look down at her hand, then back at her. Yes. She smiles like she just confirmed a theory. She looks at her brother. You train together? Yeah, he replies. Unfortunately. She looks at me again. Does he keep up? Don't answer. Just smile. My friend sighs like this is his life now. Dinner is worse. She sits across from me. Every time I move, she notices. Every time I don't react, she looks disappointed, like she showed up for a show and I won't perform. So, she says, twirling her fork, do you ever wear sleeves? Sometimes, I reply calmly. Why? Shrug. Public safety. She laughs. That's new. At one point, she leans closer. Whispers. You're very quiet for someone who looks like he could throw my brother through a wall. I whisper back just as calmly. I don't waste energy. Her smile falters for half a second. Interesting. Later, we leave. My friend claps me on the shoulder. Sorry about her, he says. She just likes to mess with people. Glance back. She's watching us, smiling directly at me. Oh, I say. She's not messing? He frowns. What do you mean? Smile faintly. She knows exactly what she's doing. And the thing is, I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not flustered. I'm just curious how long she thinks she can tease me before I decide to respond. Teasing doesn't stop. It escalates. 2 days later, at the gym, not on purpose, at least not on my side. I'm halfway through my warm-up when I hear it. Well, this explains a lot. Turn. She's leaning against the wall near the lockers, arms crossed, eyes openly amused. My friend is nowhere in sight. Of course. Explains what? I ask, calm. She gestures at me with her chin. All of that, she says. I thought it was genetics. Turns out it's trauma. I snort. From your brother? Obviously. She steps closer, circling like she's evaluating form. Do you ever get tired of being like this? She asks, taps my shoulder lightly. Like what? Intimidating. Shrug. Only to people who choose to be. Her smile sharpens. She watches me train, doesn't pretend not to. Every movement. So, she says casually, how much do you bench? Give her a number. Her eyebrows lift. Okay, she says. Rude. Glance at her. You asked. I didn't expect honesty. That's your first mistake. She laughs again, louder this time. At one point she reaches out, again. Squeezes my bicep. Just once. Testing. Look down at her hand, then back at her face. Careful, I say evenly. That costs extra. She pulls her hand back, laughing. You're no fun, she says. I'm plenty fun, I reply. I just don't perform on demand. That does it. She pauses. So you're not shy, she says slowly. No. And you're not insecure. No. She tilts her head. Then why haven't you reacted yet? Smile. Because you're trying. Her eyes widen slightly. Then she grins. Oh, she says. This just got interesting. My friend finally shows up. Perfect timing. She steps away instantly. Innocent again. Hey, he says. What did I miss? Nothing, she replies sweetly. Grab my water bottle. Think. Everything. As I leave, she catches up to me at the door. Walks beside me like this is normal. You're very patient, she says. I am. She smiles. Good. Why? She looks straight ahead. Because I don't like men who break easily. Glance at her. And I don't like games without an end. She looks back, smiles wider. Then don't worry, she says. I always finish what I start. Watch her walk back inside, still smiling, and for the first time teasing. She's testing. And the funny part, I'm letting her. By the weekend it's obvious, not to him, to everyone else. We're at a bar, me, my friend, a couple people from the gym, and her. She claims she just happened to be nearby. Sure. I'm leaning against the counter when she slides in next to me, like it's her assigned seat. You're blocking the view, she says. I don't move. Of what? She looks up at me slowly. You? Take a sip of my drink. Then you're standing in the wrong place. She smiles like she's enjoying a private joke. Bartender raises an eyebrow. Together? He asks, nodding between us. No, I answer immediately. She answers at the exact same time. Not yet. Glance at her. She doesn't glance back. My friend groans. Can you not? He says. I'm right here. She pats his arm. Relax. I'm just talking. Like you always do, he mutters. Everyone at the table watches us like it's a live show. And apparently we're the main event. At some point she leans over to look at my phone. Too close. Her shoulder presses against my arm. Accidental. Sure. You smell good, she says quietly. I don't look at her. Thanks. She frowns. That's it? That's enough. Her lips twitch. One of the guys laughs. So, when did you two start dating? Shake my head. We didn't. She takes a sip of her drink. Define dating. My friend looks between us. What is happening? Nothing, she says sweetly. Everything, someone else mutters. Later outside, cold air, quiet moment. She lights up her phone, glances at me. You're really good at this, she says. At what? Pretending you don't notice. Look at her now. I notice, I say calmly. I just don't react. She steps closer. Why? Because if I do, I reply. This stops being a game. She studies my face, serious now. And you think I don't know that? Shrug. Then why keep pushing? She smiles again, because of course she does. Because I like watching you hold back. My friend calls her name from behind us. She steps away instantly, back to normal, innocent. He has no idea. I watch her go, and realize something important. Everyone already thinks we're together. She's not denying it, and I'm the only one still pretending this is just teasing. Then she stops pretending it's subtle. That's the shift. Back at my friend's place. Game night. Too many people. Too much noise. She positions herself next to me like it's accidental. It's not. You're tense, she murmurs, leaning in. So serious all the time. I'm relaxed, I reply. She smiles. That's scary. She reaches for a bottle on the table, stretches just enough to brush her arm against my chest. Once, slow. I don't move. She leans closer. Voice low enough only I can hear. You know, she whispers, most men react by now. I finally turn my head, look at her properly. They're not me, I say. Her breath catches. She laughs it off quick. Is that supposed to impress me? No, I reply calmly. It's supposed to warn you. That gets her attention. She studies my face now, just curiosity. Warn me about what? She asks. I lean in slightly, not touching, not raising my voice. About assuming I don't notice, I say quietly. Or that I won't respond. Her eyes widen a fraction, then she grins. Respond how? I hold her gaze. Careful, I say evenly. I'm very patient. Silence. Someone laughs across the room, breaks the moment. She steps back, heartbeat visible in her throat. Well, she says lightly, that was new. For you, I reply. She smiles slowly. I like it. For the rest of the night she behaves. Mostly, no touching, no whispering, just looks. Long ones. Every time our eyes meet, something unspoken passes between us, like we're negotiating without words. When I'm leaving, she catches up to me at the door, alone this time. You didn't have to say that, she says softly. Yes, I did. She tilts her head. Why now? Because you were starting to think I wouldn't, I reply. She smiles, impressed. Fair. She hesitates. You know I'm not trying to embarrass you. I know, I say. You're trying to see where the line is. She nods. And I open the door, pause. The line's fine, I say calmly. But it doesn't move unless I do. Her smile widens. Good, she says. I hate boring games. Step out into the night. And for the first time since this started, I know. She's not just teasing anymore. She's waiting. She changes tactics. The teasing doesn't stop, but it shifts. Less performance, more precision. We're alone this time, not on purpose, just circumstance. Friend stepped out to grab something, leaves us in the kitchen, low music, half-empty glasses. She leans against the counter, watches me like she's trying to solve a puzzle. You're weird, she says finally, glance at her. In a good way? She hums. I haven't decided. She steps closer. You know, she says, most guys would have cracked by now. I know, I reply calmly. That's what bothers me, she admits, smile faintly. Does it? Yes, she says. A lot. She folds her arms. So what's your deal? My deal? You're confident, she says. You're built like you know it. And yet, you don't need me to react to feel validated. Nod. That's accurate. She stares at me like she's waiting for the rest. That's annoying. She sighs, then surprises me. Do you ever get tired of being the calm one? Tone is different. Sometimes, I admit. But it's comfortable. She studies my face, like she's seeing it properly for the first time. Doesn't it get lonely? She asks quietly. Only when I'm with people who don't want to know me. She looks away. She clears her throat, tries to sound casual again. So, she says, what do you like? Raise eyebrow. That's new. She shrugs. Maybe I'm bored of guessing. Lean back against the counter. I like discipline, I say. Consistency. People who say what they mean. She looks back at me. And I don't enjoy games that don't go anywhere. She nods slowly. Good to know. She steps closer again. This time, she doesn't smile. Just so you know, she says softly, I'm not teasing because I'm bored. I know, I reply. Then why do you think I'm doing it? Meet her eyes. Because you want my attention, I say calmly. And you don't like that you already have it. Her breath catches. She laughs, shakes her head. You're insufferable, she says. Smile. You started this. She looks at me for a long moment, then smiles back. Different now. Less playful. Maybe, she says quietly. But I don't think I want to stop. Friend walks back in then. Loud. She steps away instantly. Back to normal. But the air between us is different. He doesn't notice. But I do. She stops laughing so much. That's the tell. Outside this time. Sitting on the hood of my car. Friend is inside grabbing something he forgot. At this point, it feels intentional. She swings one leg slowly, staring at the street, too quiet. You know, she says after a moment. I don't usually do this. Do what? I ask. She glances at me. Push, tease, chase. Raise eyebrow. Could have fooled me. She smirks. I'm serious, she says. Most guys either bite immediately or get annoyed. And me? She looks at me again. You don't do either. Lean back, arms crossed. Because I don't feel the need to, I say calmly. That's exactly it, she replies. You don't need me. Nod. No. She exhales sharply, frustrated. And yet, she adds quietly, you're still here. That makes me look at her properly. She turns toward me now. I like watching you hold back, she admits. Not because I want to win. Then why? I ask. She hesitates. Because it feels like you're choosing not to react, she says. And that makes it mean more when you finally do. I don't answer right away. You're not subtle, I say eventually. She laughs softly. I never said I was. You're not teasing to get attention, I continue. You're teasing to see if I see you. She freezes, slowly turns her head. Do you? She asks. Meet her gaze. Yes. Silence stretches. You know this is dangerous, right? She says quietly. For who? I ask. For me, she replies. I don't usually let people get this close. Nod. I know. She studies my face. You're not going to make a move. No. Why not? Lean in just enough to make my point. Because if I do, I say calmly, it won't be a reaction. Her breath catches. It'll be a decision. She swallows, looks away, smiles. That's unfair, she says. I warned you, I reply. She laughs again, shaking her head. You're really annoying. And you're not teasing anymore, I say. She looks back at me. Doesn't deny it. Friend opens the door behind us. All right, I'm back. Why do you both look serious? She steps away instantly, back to normal. Nothing, she says lightly. I straighten. Just talking. He shrugs. Cool. Clueless. As we say goodbye, she lingers, leans closer and whispers, I don't know what you're waiting for. Smile faintly. I do. She meets my eyes, and for the first time since this started, she looks less confident than I am. I stop pretending first. That's the difference between us. Alone again. Not planned, just one of those quiet gaps between noise. She's sitting across from me, knees pulled up, watching me like she's waiting for something to happen. So I let it. You know, I say calmly, you're not teasing anymore. She blinks. I'm not? No, I reply. You're flirting. Silence. She laughs instinctively, too fast. Wow, that's a bold assumption. I don't smile. You don't touch me to get a reaction, I continue. You watch me when I'm not looking. You ask questions you don't joke away. She stops laughing. That's not teasing, I say evenly. That's interest. She looks away. She doesn't know where to put her hands. So what? She asks, trying to recover. You going to call me out now? Shake my head. No. Then what? I'm telling you, I say, because games only work when both people pretend. She looks back at me. And you're done pretending. Yes. She exhales slowly. You're ruining this? Raise eyebrow. How? I liked being the one in control, she admits quietly. Lean back. You were never in control, I say calmly. You were seeing if I'd give it to you. She opens her mouth, closes it. That lands. She studies me. You're not going to chase me, she says. No. You're not going to back away either. No. Her lips part slightly. Then what are you going to do? Meet her eyes. I'm going to let you decide, I say, but I won't pretend this is a joke anymore. She swallows. And if I decide wrong, she asks, shrug. Then we stop. That makes her laugh. You're infuriating. Smile faintly. You came to that conclusion on your own. She stands, steps closer. Just so you know, she says quietly, I wasn't expecting you to see me this clearly. Look down at her. I wasn't expecting you to keep pushing, I reply. But here we are. She nods slowly. Here we are. My phone buzzes, reality intrudes. She steps back. But before she turns away, she adds softly. You're right. Look at her. She meets my eyes. I am flirting. Then she walks away. She finds me the next day. Not accidentally. I'm outside leaning against my car. She walks up, stops a few steps away. You were right, she says. I wait. She takes a breath. I wasn't joking, she continues. I was hiding behind it. Nod. I know. She exhales. Half a laugh escapes. You're unbearable. Still here, I reply calmly. She crosses her arms, then uncrosses them, then finally looks straight at me. I don't usually go after men like you, she admits. You don't react the way I expect. That's why you kept trying, I say. She nods. Yeah. Silence stretches. So, she says, lifting her chin slightly. Are you ever going to do something about it? I look at her. I told you, I say evenly. When I respond, it won't be a reaction. She swallows. And now you're not playing, I continue. So now I choose. Her heartbeat is visible in her throat. Okay, she says quietly. Choose. Step closer. I like confident women, I say, but I don't chase ones who hide behind jokes. She nods. I'm not hiding anymore. I know, I reply. That's why I'm here. She lets out a breath. So, she says softly. Does that mean you're done enduring? Smile faintly. It means, I say. You got my attention the moment you stopped teasing. Her lips curve into a smile. I should probably warn you, she says. I don't know how to be subtle. Shrug. I don't need subtle. She laughs quietly. Good. She reaches for my hand, this time not to test, to hold. And I let her. Later, as she walks away, she glances back. You know, she says, my brother's going to lose his mind. Smile. He'll survive. She grins. So will you. Meet her gaze. I already did. I didn't endure her teasing because I was passive. I endured it because I was in control of myself. And when she finally stopped playing, I didn't hesitate. I chose.